Most Reverend Archbishop Francis Callist of Pondicherry, Kadalur Archdiocese, dear Reverend Fathers, Reverend Sisters, Reverend Brothers, members of the teaching staff, non-teaching staff, students, and friends of Loyola. Very good morning or good afternoon to you all. I really feel very happy to stand before you at this moment to felicitate the gathering. If Bishops Colgan and Yalen and Papal Nuncio were sources of blessing before the college, Loyola College was founded, today Archbishop Most Reverend Francis Callist is the source of blessing to all of us. As we conclude one century and enter into the next century, when we are in the threshold, we are very much empowered with the blessings that we have received from Archbishop Francis Callist through the Eucharist that he celebrated and a very, very meaningful homily that he preached. The Jesuit Chennai province has already experienced Archbishop as a blessing to all of us in the support that we have received from him to work among the Irulas in Appambattu as a Jesuit community, to take care of the pastoral life of the people in Peramandur, both these places existing within Pondicherry Archdiocese, and recently in pleading for the cause of canonization of Veeramamunivar by the Archbishop playing the role of the competent authority. Those of us who are present on the 3rd of August for the function would know how with deep involvement and interest Archbishop announced Veeramamunivar as a servant of God, இறையூழியர் என்று வீரமாமுனிவரை அறிவித்த அற்புதமான நிகழ்வு, and initiated the process of diocesan inquiry towards the beatification and canonization of servant of God, Veeramamunivar. We salute Archbishop Callist for playing that vital role and really feel very happy for the kind of role that he has played. He said that he was deeply touched by the values of wisdom, service-mindedness, simplicity, and humility of the Jesuits, he having been an alumnus of St. Albert Seminary, Ranchi. But today, Archbishop Francis Callist is the personification of all these values. That is what I am able to say. He is a personification of the values of wisdom, service, humility, all these things, simplicity. That is something which I personally experienced on the eve of the function that we had in Pondicherry with regard to the diocesan inquiry of servant of God, Veeramamunivar, towards his beatification. I had the privilege of traveling with him from Madurai to Pondicherry in his car. And throughout that whole night, I didn't find him dozing off or sleeping. It was a night-long journey. And he was very busy preparing his homily for the next day and preparing himself for whatever that needed to be done the next day. So such a kind of a personality, and that is, I was disturbing him by coughing very often. And on hearing him doing it, he became very sensitive and he very silently told Father Michael Pugarendi, your provincial is coughing very much, and therefore providing him with some strepsils. And that is what I was being offered the next day before we really had the function. Such a kind of a sensitivity we are able to experience in the person of Archbishop Francis Callist. And today, his presence has been very, very valuable to all of us, particularly the homily that he has preached. Through his homily, he has brought about the messages related to wisdom and service and integral formation, all those things, the theme of the year, the centenary year, and more than that, talking in terms of building up in ourselves in terms of unity, communion, and bringing about a casteless society. We coming together as an egalitarian society in and around in our own way of life. That was the clarion call that we have been able to receive from the Archbishop. We thank you, Archbishop, very much for this beautiful message. And with this, I'm sure we will be able to launch on into the next century of Loyola College itself. We put our hands together and applaud for the presence of the Archbishop and the wonderful message that we are going to work on from now on towards the next century of Loyola College itself. Secondly, the connectedness between St. Joseph's College and Loyola College, it was something which was brought about because of Father Francis Bertram. And once again, it was because of the call that was made by Bishop Allen. And that was something which happened in the year 1925. And today, we are able to experience the same kind of a connectedness between St. Joseph's College and Loyola College. And we are able to see the presence of the rector of Loyola College himself, renewing this kind of a connectivity between these two colleges. It's a very beautiful thought. Sentimental thought that I'm having. And the same way, we are able to have the presence of the Mother General of the congregation of FSJ, Franciscan Sisters of Joseph, who happen to have Bishop Allen as their own founder. So it is Bishop Allen who founded their congregation, and it is Bishop Allen who was instrumental that we could have Loyola College into existence. That is another beautiful happening that is happening here. We put our hands together and applaud for all those who are present from St. Joseph's College and from the congregation of FSJ also. Thirdly, I thank all of you, dear fathers, dear sisters and brothers, and dear my students and staff, for the love and sense of belonging with which you have come in big number for this function. And from various congregations, from Madurai and Chennai provinces, from various communities, and many non-teaching staff and teaching staff having come over here when the students are not in the college. That shows the love that you have for the alma mater, the sense of belongingness that you have for the for the alma mater. If that kind of a love and sense of belonging is there with regard to the alma mater, I'm sure in the next century, Loyola will be taken to the greater heights. And it will remain number one in many aspects. That is what I really feel and I dream, and we all collectively dream also. As we speak in terms of integral formation, in all aspects, I think Loyola will remain number one college. Fourthly, I've been witnessing the way how the centenary year has been celebrated for the past 1 year. The kind of celebrations that have taken place for the past 1 year, I really feel very happy for the meaningfulness behind each and every celebration. We had an international seminar with Father General himself and his delegates. And the alumni of Loyola College has raised a very big amount as a scholarship in the name of Father Kuriakos. And a centenary building has come into being in Loyola campus itself. And there are many activities which have been taking place in the college for the past 1 year. Behind all these things, each and every member of the management of Loyola College today, and each and every teaching and non-teaching staff, and each and every students have played a vital role. I think we should put our hands together and applaud for them for the way how they have celebrated the centenary celebration. The role that has been played by the Students' Council for all these functions, I really feel very happy with regard to the role, and the staff who have been playing the role of mentoring, that also I feel very happy. So at this moment, as we are going to enter into the next century, we are going to launch on with the same message that we have got based on the gospel. The gospel has given the message, honoring service as love in action. Honoring service as love in action. Let us continue to remain those as who will love in our own action, and by doing it, we will also honor service. That is one message that I thought of just proposing here. And the second thing is to continue the legacy of forming men and women for others, in the words of Father Pedro Arupe. Each and every student becoming a man and woman for others, and becoming a catalyst of social change and global change for that matter. And the final message that I would like to give to all of you is to look ahead with a lot of hope. As we are living in the Jubilee year of hope, to look ahead with regard to the next century of Loyola College with a lot of hope. The Lord will guide us, and with that hope, if you are able to launch, I'm sure Loyola will reach greater heights. May God bless all of us. Thank you very much.